I'm reminded that one year, I think it was in the New York Times, called the regatta the greatest collection of straight teeth in America. And I really was ticked off about that because it was no longer the property of the elite. All sorts of efforts are going on now to include people who otherwise weren't included.
Redboat here, redboat there, redboats everywhere on the Charles these days, thanks to CRI, Community Rowing Inc.
Our goal is to really get people out there and experiencing the river from day one.
Executive Director Ted Benford.
We currently have 110 rowing shells in the facility. That makes us the largest public access rowing organization in the country.
Do people take advantage of it?
In some ways, we call ourselves Boston's best kept secret. A big part of what we're trying to do is reach people who aren't aware of this place.
The location itself on Nonantum Road in Brighton is hard to miss. What is less obvious is that everything here, from the open concept design to the color of the boats, is intended to welcome everyone into the rowing community.
The reason all of our boats are red is so that people can feel equitable access to the organization, whether they're getting in a red recreational boat or a red super racer that's going to go to the Head of the Charles and hopefully win their event at the Head of the Charles.
Another way CRI is expanding access to rowing is by starting young.
So the middle school program is a partnership between Community Rowing and Boston Public Schools in order to get the students over here and give them access to the river.
JV Suarez isn't just the program's manager. CRI is where he got his start.
So it's pretty cool, like just seeing the full circle of like it having an influence on me and me having an influence on other students.
How do the kids react when they first get out on the water?
They're kind of worried, like, I don't really know how to row, but that's the amazing part of the program. Like, you don't need to know how to row.
Can you teach me?
Bend your feet and then pull.
For me, like many of the students Suarez teaches, the Charles River is optional thanks to rowing machines transported directly to Boston Public Schools. The hope is that all students will eventually get on the water, but it's a start.
Did I make the team?
Definitely.
I became attracted to rowing when I moved to Boston, and I was just taking walks along the river and saw all the rowers and thought that's actually a sport that I want to try.
As a lifelong athlete, Johanna Bayer knew she had the physical strength to row, but having lost a leg to cancer, she had other reservations.
I didn't even know if rowing with one leg was possible. I would say at the beginning I didn't have many expectations. I just started it, really liked it, and then started rowing more and more.
We realized early on she was quite good, and I said, well, you should try out for the U.S. national team. And she said, well, I can't, I'm from Austria. Fast forward a few years later, she trains here in Boston, here at Community Rowing.
As director of U.S. Rowing's Para High Performance Program, Ellen Minsner would love to have Bayer rowing for Team USA, but supports her anyway.
She's been on the Austrian national team. She's looking to get to the Paris Games in 2024. I think in the case of para rowing, it is a very different community. We're all competing against one another, but we have to work together just to literally get off the dock. We need to carry boats for one another. It's an awesome community.
CRI is home to the U.S. Para Rowing Team's training facility and some of the most innovative equipment in the game, much of it custom built by Coach Tom West.
The biggest challenge is that the equipment is not made for them. One of our rowers has considerably different leg lengths. So we made this foot stretcher which accommodates her different leg lengths.
It is one of my favorite moments when we put the athletes on the water and shove off to practice, and they're doing their thing and you look behind them and that stuff's not necessary. The chairs, the crutches, the canes, they're all on the dock waiting for us to return.
Being on the water, there's no other feeling like it.
One challenge for USA Para Rowing has been funding, since it generally takes rowers 5 to 6 years to achieve their potential, and most para athletes hold down full-time jobs. But one major achievement, Paralympians who earn medals now earn the same financial bonuses as members of the U.S. Olympic team. Coming up, the oldest team in the race.